Hi guys, it's Cyndi, aka the Queen. I just got back from Walt Disney World. Yay! Not really yay, because I miss it already, but I had a fabulous time and I wasn't sure what type of format I was going to use for sharing my videos, but I do think I'm going to do narrative form because I'll be honest with you guys. There were times where I forgot to start the video in the morning. There were times where I forgot to end the video at night because I was having so much fun. And so you guys are just going to have to bear with me. We were gone for 6 nights, 7 days. Had a fabulous time. Had some drama, but it was all good in the end. And so today I'm going to start by talking about traveling day. Okay. I figure I better get all of this out of my system before I get in the car with my daughter so she doesn't throw me out of the car. It is 3:45. She's supposed to pick me up at 4:30. I wish I could say that I've gotten some sleep. I have been up all night long. I don't sleep well on a plane, so I don't know how this is going to go. But hey, we're going to Disney. So right now, I don't even care. It's been a long night. Marcus had some issues with his dialysis machine. He's actually going to have to go into the clinic this morning. So great way to start vacation. But I know he'll be okay. He's in good hands. He's got like a whole team. I'm going to text my daughter and have her come and check on him later on. I've already told church members to check on him this week. So now I'm going to have to send some texts out to them and tell them to check on him. Because he's really frustrated right now because he should have been on the machine tonight having his dialysis. Anyway, guys, at 6:45 this morning, I will be getting on a plane and headed to Walt Disney World. I honestly never thought this day would come. And I've never done a travel day vlog. Well, for Disney. I've done some vlogs, a lot more vlogs since the last time I went to Disney, but they've been lifestyle vlogs. If you don't follow me on my lifestyle channel, you need to go and check Life and Times with Cyndi. But yeah, I am fully packed, ready to go. Yeah, it's just like somebody pinched me. I don't even believe that this is happening, but like I said, I know I got to get all of this out of my system before I get in the car with my daughter because she is not a morning person. I am a morning person, and even though it is not quite even 4 o'clock this morning, I'm ready to go. So y'all can tell that when I get ready to get up to go to the parks, unless I'm like dead tired, I'm gonna be ready to go. So I'm gonna take you along. I don't know how much at the airport I'm going to actually get to do or how much on the plane I'm actually going to record. I may do a little bit depending on what time we get to Baltimore, Maryland, because that's where our layover is, and it's not a very long layover. Hopefully our gate is near where we're going to come out, and so we won't have to be running across the airport because y'all, I am almost 60 years old. There is no way I'm running across anybody's airport. But I am not missing this plane. Whew. And so I just had to come in here and just sit a minute and like get all the wiggles out. Because I'm so excited. I don't even know how much of this I'm going to show you guys. But I am so excited. My family and friends have been... They're like, you have a good time. I know you're going to have a good time. Because yes, I am going to have a good time. I am so excited. Today when we get there, once we get settled, we are staying at the All-Star Movies. No, we are staying at the All-Star Music. We've stayed at the All-Star Music before. We've stayed at Pop. And we've stayed at All-Star Sports. We've never stayed at All-Star Music. and we've never stayed at Animation, whatever it's called, because I don't even think it was built the last time I don't even know that it was finished being built the last time we went. Okay. I really should eat something, because I know me, once I get on the plane, I'm gonna be a nervous wreck. You guys are gonna see me with a mask on a lot. Hey, I believe in the mask, and so we're wearing a mask, just to let you know in advance. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I want to tell you? I don't think so. I'm so excited, guys. I just don't know what to do with myself, but I gotta calm down, or my daughter is gonna calm me down, because she's gonna say, you need to get out of my car. Oh gosh, man, I wish my baby daughter was up, because I would call her right now. Well, I wouldn't call her, I would text her. I might still text her. Yeah, it is 10 minutes to 4. It's gonna take forever for 4:30 to get here. I'm just chatting with y'all, trying to buy some time. I think I have everything ready. I have gone back. I even took out, guys, I was gonna take this hat with me, but right now I have a bun in my head, and I was thinking that's not really gonna work, and I tried it on, it's not really gonna work, and so I just put these on to start the video. But I do have my classic ears in my carry-on bag, so when we get to Orlando, I'm gonna have to go pull my ears out so that I can wear them. Oh, you guys need to see my shirt. So my shirt is a shirt that I made, and it says best day ever, and it really is best day ever. If y'all see a suit in the background, I made sure Marcus's clothes were ironed for Sunday, so he don't have to worry about that when he gets ready to get ready for church, because I won't be here to help. And so I have done all that I can do. I think I've gotten, I washed a ton of clothes. I cleaned up the kitchen. I cleaned up the bathroom. I did a lot of stuff before I left to make things easier for him while he's here by himself during the week. And I'm going to Orlando. Guys, I'm going to Walt Disney World. Okay. All right. Get it out your system, Cyndi. Get it out your system. I'll be back. We had a layover in Baltimore, Maryland, but by the time we got to Baltimore, it was pretty much time to start lining up and getting on the plane. We rode Southwest. First time ever I've been on a Southwest flight. I would say overall, I would give it a B minus. I didn't have any real difficulties. The people, for the most part, were friendly. Definitely coming back home, it was a friendly flight. So basically, my daughter picked me up early Wednesday morning. Yeah, she picked me up early Wednesday morning, 4:48 or something like that. I think we arrived at the airport just before 6. And took pictures of where we're going to be parked so that we would be able to find it when we got back off of the plane, because she did leave her car at the airport for that week that we were gone. I think she said the total was around $50, which isn't too bad for a week. Our airport is not a very large airport, so it could actually cost more depending on what airport and what city that you're flying out of. I will put prices in from time to time, because this entire trip was done on a budget from start to finish. There are several people I have to thank. There will be thank yous for them at the end of each video, because they were kind of like Patreons for me, because like people gifted me, friends and family helped to pay for tickets and for food and for my plane ticket. Like, when I say that I was blessed on this trip, this was definitely a God moment, because I don't think I would have been able to go otherwise. So, travel day, day one. I'm an overpacker. By now you should have seen the packing video. I was under the weight limit. Thank you, Lord. And I stayed under the weight limit the entire trip. I only brought a few things back from Disney. It was not a big shopping trip. It really was just for me to go and enjoy. It had been 6 years and I have missed the park so much. And I truly felt like I had come home when I got to Walt Disney World. So we got on the flight that morning, had a layover in Baltimore.
In order to push back from the gate today, please make sure your seatbelts are fastened, seat backs and tray tables are in their upright long position, and all those carry-on items are completely underneath the seat in front of you. Ladies and gentlemen, come to the indicated wait room. Stand fast and be you may get your larger laptop out if you'd like to use it. Again, the captain has asked us to remain seated for this short flight for our safety and pleasures. We do have 2 lavatories on board the aircraft today, one in the front, 2 in the back, 3 lavatories. Due to height security, you're no longer allowed to stand, come behind or congregate in a forward part of the aircraft. If the board lavatory is activated, we just ask that you please wait at your seat until it becomes available before proceeding forward. Thank you.
we were using Mears Connect for our transportation going and coming back. Mears has combined with Sunshine Flyer. I don't have any experience with either one of them before this trip. I would say that our driver going to the resort was not as friendly as the driver that we had when we came back to go back to the airport. That would be my only complaint. We didn't wait very long once we arrived. And my experience using TSA security pre 9/11, because if you don't know, I had not been on a plane since before 9/11. And so, yeah, I can honestly say there was some anxiety. But checking in that morning at our local airport was okay. Of course, I had to learn how to, put in the information, hand over my luggage. Going, I only checked one bag because I was a little hesitant about checking my bags with the airport and having things get lost. So I had a check bag, a backpack as my personal bag, and then I had a small carry-on, which is my Disney suitcase. I am going to have to clean it up because coming back, I did check it, and boy, can you tell that it had been through. It wasn't broken or anything, but it had a lot of marks on it. So I'm hoping one of those eraser sponges will take care of that. But you don't want to hear about that. You want to hear about the trip. So we got on the plane at our local airport. It was a 50-minute flight to Baltimore, so not very long. The ride was smooth. I didn't panic. I did okay. I chewed chewing gum to keep my ears from popping. We weren't actually on the plane long enough for me really to think about the fact that I was in the air. My daughter and I were sitting beside each other. I was in the middle seat and she was at the window. The gentleman that was sitting with us was very nice, and he helped me to get my bag up in the compartment, and then he even took it down for me when we landed, and so that went very smoothly. The only thing I would change about my packing is that I probably would try to pack less. But having said that, with the exception of one dress, a pair of shorts, and a shirt, I wore everything that I took on this trip because it was exceedingly hot. And so, yeah, I changed twice a day. And I'm okay with that. It all worked out in the end. So, we get to Orlando. We get off of the plane. We're going to baggage to pick up our bags. I think we went the wrong direction at one point and had to turn around because we were trying to, because getting our bags was fairly easy. The experience of walking into the Orlando airport for the first time, for someone who has watched thousands of vlogs where people went to Orlando and got off, and the blue carpet. I'm behind you. Guys, we're here in Orlando. I'm talking about. Where is it at? All right. Guess who's here in Orlando at the airport? I can't believe I'm here, guys. Look. Here's the Disney store. I mean, I've seen this in pictures and videos for so long. And now I'm here. I don't even know how to act. We just landed. You all right?
Yeah, but I'm gonna have.
I just knew I was going to go in the Disney store. I did not go into the Disney store, although I did see it. We got off, went to the restroom, and went and got our bags, and then proceeded to Mears. Now, it did take us a minute to find the desk for Mears. Again, because I've watched so many vlogs, and walking up to it and being able to go through and then getting in, there was no line. This was, I want to say, around 1:30 in the afternoon. No, not even 1:30. Oh my goodness, I just thought about it. We arrived about 10:30 in the morning. I don't know where I got 1:30 in the afternoon from. That's what time we left coming back home. But we arrived about 10:30 that morning. By 11:30, I want to say, we had arrived at our hotel. So I had been keeping it quiet as to where we were staying, but we stayed at a value resort. When we got on the Mears Connect bus, there were a few people. There were not a lot of people that time of morning. We didn't have to stay in a long line. He picked up one family from another section of the airport, and then we were on our way. On the Mears bus, about to go to the All-Star Music.
My favorite
Well, now I'm all self-conscious, and it sounds weird to me. I think... All right, then. I don't think this likes me. Take the leash.
Going through those gates, this is Walt Disney World. Like, I can't even explain what that feeling was like. It had been so long. I missed it so much. I was just like a little kid, and I was just giddy. My daughter, like, I guess because she's done quite a few Disney trips, in the last couple of years. She's gone to cruise. She went to Disney last year. Like, she had fallen asleep on the bus. I took a picture of her, and I was like, how do you sleep when you're about to go to Disney World? I could not sleep. As a matter of fact, some backstory. When I said we had a little bit of drama. So basically, the night that I left, Marcus had not been feeling well for a couple of days. And at some point, we even worried that maybe he had COVID. And then that worried me that I might have COVID. He didn't have COVID. What ended up happening is there were some issues with his dialysis and some issues with his port. And so basically, we were up the night before I left. He could not sleep. He could not get on the machine. So he had made plans to go in that morning to the clinic and see if they could figure out what was going on. And so when I left, he was getting himself ready to go to the clinic in the morning. And so basically, I had been up for 24 hours and I was exhausted, but I was excited. And so we go through the gates. We dropped off some people at, I think it was the beach club. And then most of us were going to the value resorts. We stayed at the All-Star Music. There will be a separate video about the All-Star Music Resort and my thoughts on it and what our experience was that week. But basically, we pulled up to the All-Star Resort, got out, Went to the front desk just to verify that all of our things were in order. We had a 1-night stay, and then we had a 5-night stay. Yes. So my daughter wanted to make sure that it was possible for us not to have to move after that 1 night. So we went up to the front desk. The lady saw that it was my daughter's birthday she was celebrating. She gave her a birthday pin, and then she told us, well, your room is ready. Now this is at like 11:30 in the morning, which shocked me. I just knew we would not have a room ready that soon, but the room was ready. There wasn't a lot of people in the lobby. It didn't seem like there were a crowd. And so she handed us our key cards, although we both had a magic band and we had already connected all of those things. And then we proceeded to our room. Now, my daughter had the idea that she was going to decorate the room with birthday balloons and a sign to celebrate her birthday. She wanted to decorate the window and she wanted to decorate the door, which I will say, this is a great tip for anyone. Even if you're not decorating for like a special occasion, do something to your room so that when you're coming home to the room at night, that you know that's your room, because you're so tired. It's been a long day. In this case, it's been a hot day. You just want to get to your room and take your shoes off and put your feet up. At least that's the way I felt. So it always helped that our window was decorated so that we could see it. So originally the plan was that I was going to help her decorate the room for her birthday. Yeah, that didn't happen. I was exhausted when we got there. And I had all of these plans, and you'll see that a lot of the plans that I had just did not pan out, which is, in the end, it was okay because I still had a great time. But my plan was originally to go to Disney Springs because I knew we weren't going to have many days where we were going to have the free time to go and check out Disney Springs. And I had planned on actually eating lunch at Disney Springs. Well, guys, I was so tired. By the time we unpacked our bags and did the room tour, and she started pulling out things to do to decorate for her birthday, I laid across the bed, and apparently I took a long nap. So much so that she said she was banging doors and drawers and opening doors and putting things on the door and on the window, and I did not budge. I was like knocked out. But I'm trying to think, did we do it before or we do it afterwards? I think we did it before. Before we even had checked in, we both were like, we need something to eat. And so we went over, we got our refillable mugs. They were $21.99. Guys, I can remember a time when a refillable mug cost you $12.95. The fact that they are $21.99, if you get one, you better use it. So because my plan was to be on a budget and not do a whole lot of like character breakfasts or sit down restaurants, I knew that I was going to be doing a lot of the counter service menu. And so I had done a little research ahead of time. So I knew kind of like some of the things I might be interested in eating. And so my daughter got a hamburger and I got a kid's chicken nugget, chicken strip meal with French fries. I was so hungry. The French fries were okay, but oh my goodness, those chicken strips, they were awesome. Now, I don't know if it was because I was hungry or that they were just good. Y'all, we just got here and it's, oh Lord, look at my hair. It's already an intervention. We were so hungry. Quisha was so hungry that she ordered at the wrong resort. And we had to walk from music to movies. But while we were in music thinking we were going to get our food, this lady a cast member came up to, oh man, we didn't get her name. Cast member came up to us and started talking to us. And then she asked Quisha if she was allergic to anything. And Quisha and I looked at each other and we were like, it's already started. Because she has her birthday button on. So the lady came back with cupcakes for her birthday. Whew. And we had to hurry up and get inside the building so the cupcakes wouldn't melt. But I had my first Disney meal of the trip. I got a kid's meal. How much was this?
$9.
$9. We got our cups. Whew. And I needed it because it's hot out there. I mean, I know it was going to be hot, but Lord, it's hot. Alright, let me show you my food and show you Quisha's cupcakes. Okay,
Cheeseburger.
Quisha got a cheeseburger and fries.
And double fries.
She got double fries. And then she got her purple cup. And these are her cupcakes. We got the child's meal. We got the children's meal. And we got some water. I didn't get double fries. I got some apple slices because I need to stay healthy on this trip. And then I got some chicken strips and some fries. And I'm so hungry, y'all. I'm not even going to get something to dip them in. I'm just going to eat. So we'll be back with y'all later. All right, we are leaving the movies and going back to our room so we can unpack. But look at the Dalmatians and Anna at All-Star Movies. Y'all, I'm tired. This heat is already zapping me. This heat has got me lit. I am going to get myself together. I want to go to Disney Springs. We'll see. Right now, both of us just want to lay down somewhere and relax. So we might do that. We'll let you know. I will be honest with you and say I could not find fault with hardly any of the food that I got on this trip. And I kept my food to a really tight budget. All right, guys. It is 6:58, 6:56, something like that. And I just woke up from a very long nap, apparently. And while I was napping, Marquisha was decorating. So I'm going to show you what she did. Okay, so we're in room 3413. She decorated her door. And this is my favorite part. She decorated the window. We even have lights. And on Monday, she'll be 39 years old. Wait, what'd you forget?
I'm gonna put the blanket on.
Oh. And then inside, she's got balloons. Happy birthday. And then she's got a blanket. And on the dresser, she's... let me fix this up.
It was fixed.
And decorations here. Is that it?
Yeah, that's all we did. Somebody was asleep and was supposed to help
Sure
me
was.
with other stuff, but they were asleep.
Why is this not closing?
Probably from the buckle or whatever.
So now we're going to play Russian roulette. And we're going to see what buses are out there, and that'll determine what direction we want to go. We're either going to go to Disney Springs, or we're going to go to... I want to ride...
Face in the bed.
Huh?
I said you're gonna have.
Okay, so we're either going to go to Disney Springs, because I really want a... What's it called, Quisha? How come I can't say the word? Beignet. Or we're going to go ride the monorail, which is something I used to always do when we would come. The first day, if we weren't at Ohana, I would go around on the monorail so I could see Epcot. So now, oh, it feels a whole lot better out here now. All right, and we're off. Okay. So this is our building. And this is another building. That's one of the pools. The temperature has dropped.
It's a nice breeze out.
Yep. I could live with this. Okay, what I didn't say was when we got back to the room after we had to walk over to movies to get our food, I was in so much pain that I had to take a pain reliever. That's not a good sign for the first day, and not even having gone in the parks. So, whew, let's hope I do better this afternoon. So, I will see you when we decide where we're going. Ooh, that is not a flattering point. I'll check back in later. So after we had gotten out was when we had gone, checked into our room. I took a nap. When we got up, I was so ready to like go explore, do something. And so the plan, like I said, originally was to go to Disney Springs, but honestly, neither one of us felt like going that far. But we wanted to do something. So one tradition that I've always done when I've gone to Disney is to go get on the monorail and ride around and see Epcot in the evening, and also get a little glimpse of Magic Kingdom. Well, actually, in order to get on the monorail and see Magic Kingdom and Epcot, we went on the bus to the Ticket and Transportation Center, and then we got on the monorail and we headed towards Epcot. And my goal at the time was to see Epcot in the evening and catch a glimpse of the new Moana area at Epcot, because I've seen videos of it at night and oh my gosh, it is gorgeous. I didn't think that this would be something that would be on my must-do list, and unfortunately it wasn't open while we were on this trip, but we're hoping that by the time we go back again that it will have been enough time that a lot of people have already seen it and it is not as big a deal, because I can't even imagine what this is going to be like when it first opens. I really think it's going to be crowded, and I don't think you're going to enjoy the experience as much as you would if it's not as many people walking in and out of it. And I'm not really sure, they haven't announced like how they're going to go about doing this. But the videos I've seen, day is nice, but nighttime is beautiful. So I knew that the monorail goes like near that at Epcot, and I wanted to see it and videotape whatever I could get a snippet of. But this is when the drama happens. So where do I begin?
Flip flop.
It's been an interesting.
I just washed my hands.
Marquisha has found 2 bugs in the room, so she is in the middle of killing them. Let's see. I took a nap.
A very long nap.
Apparently a very long nap. And then we got up to go so I could do my normal ride around to Epcot. But I started getting phone calls from people because today is Wednesday and we usually have Bible study. And people were concerned because they couldn't get a hold of Marcus. I had tried to call him. I figured he was resting because he had, I said earlier when I first started my vlog for the travel day that he was having issues with his dialysis the night before. Anyway, long story short, people couldn't get a hold of him. I had tried to call him, no luck. Like I assumed he was sleeping, but he doesn't usually go this long without answering his phone. And so a couple of people were concerned enough to go over and knock on the door, ring the doorbell. He didn't answer the door. He didn't answer the doorbell. He wasn't answering phone calls. It was actually going straight to voicemail. So, long story short, one of his friends called the cops. My best friend went over. She had been knocking on the door, couldn't get him. So she went to where my son works, got a key from him, and she was getting ready to open the door. In the meantime, people had called me, and I told them he's not going to hear the front door bell ring. So the best thing for you to do is go knock on our bedroom door. And so one of his friends did that, and apparently he knocked really loud because it woke Marcus up. So long story short, he's okay. He's had a couple of people tell him some words about keeping his phone on him, so that people can get a hold of him. But anyway, he's okay. I am tired again. Indication that I'm getting old and that I'm out of shape. I've walked so much that I've apparently hit several goals and closed my ring a couple of times. So there's that. So Marquisha said I had to eat. I don't usually eat this late at night.
Oh, well, you eating something tonight?
But so we're splitting a barbecue sandwich with some fries. I'm gonna show you real quick. It looks a little messy, but yeah, we're splitting one. How much was this, Quisha?
$12 or $13.
Okay, this was $12 or $13, split between two people, and I'm gonna drink me some water and take my vitamins and take me a shower, put on my PJs, because I'm going to Epcot in the morning and she's going to Magic Kingdom. So let me show you this, and we're going to end this vlog because it's been a long travel day. I feel like I was in Europe somewhere coming over here, because that's how it has felt very long.
It wasn't even a long travel day. Like, it was
just a long day.
Long.
Because I hadn't been asleep. So for me, this was 24 hours. I've been up. I've been up for 24 hours.
Tell me what your second mistake was.
What was my second mistake? What was my second mistake?
When the last time you ate?
When we had the chicken nuggets.
Before that.
Oh, I hadn't eaten since the day before.
At 5 o'clock.
Yeah. I don't usually eat after 5 o'clock. So yeah, I hadn't had anything. I didn't think I was going to be waiting that long to eat today. So anyway, that's
having a hard time figuring out who the child and who the mother.
That's it for today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? And if you'd like to know when the next video will come out, because there's going to be a lot of Disney videos over the next couple of weeks, all you have to do is hit that little notification bell below. So until she won't be in the video tomorrow is what she said. So until I see you again, you all have a blessed night. Bye. He is okay. He is on dialysis again, where he has to go in every 2 days. Hopefully it's temporary. As a matter of fact, as I am filming this, he is getting looked at, and they're trying to figure out, they're going in with a camera to try to figure out where the blockage is. But he's getting dialysis, and he says he actually feels a lot better. So we know that when he wasn't feeling well the week before I left, that it probably had to do with the fact that he was not getting proper treatment from his dialysis. So he's fine. My door is still up. At this point, you would think that I would have had a panic attack because I'm thousands of miles away and can't do anything about it. But I was actually okay. And I was like, okay, let's get on with the vacation because he's fine. There's plenty of people checking on him and we're going to move along. Great start to the day, despite the drama with people not being able to get a hold of my husband. that was the end of the evening. We went back to the room and we were like, we're going to get some rest because I was still tired. And we're just excited for the next day. And so the next day, she is going to be heading to one park. I'm heading to another park. And it was just a really, really nice trip. And I cannot wait to share all of the days that I am in the park with you. And I didn't expect to talk as long as I did about this part, but I will be sprinkling videos here in between. You guys know how I do. I thought there were all these things that I was going to do, that I was going to film, places that I was going to go. But you know what? In the end, I just enjoyed being in the park. I just enjoyed taking in the atmosphere. I would say with the exception of one day, I really didn't rush to anything. I never got Genie Plus. I never had to pay a lightning lane. And with the exception of a few rides, I did everything that I wanted to do at Disney. And so I'm just excited to be sharing it with you guys.